I didn't even know that you was interested in me. I mean, I really didn't.
Why didn't you?
Because you're so mysterious.
Welcome back to Little Black Book. We're here giving you another video. Today we're going to be talking on the topic of, basically I watched a video on OWN TV, Dr. Lexy, or PhD Lexy and Alexx. And basically it's called Ready to Love. And what happened was that Alexx, one of the bachelors who's looking for somebody to love, and the single black woman too, was also looking for somebody to love. And obviously they were sitting at dinner table or lunch table, whichever you want to call it. And the video starts with Alexx obviously beginning to tell Lexy his first impressions.
When I first seen you, my impression of you wasn't, I got to get to know her. It was really like, whoa, should I check myself before I go talk to her? You were so diva-like that you couldn't see nobody else, and that's how I felt.
I watched the video and I saw why he thought what he thought. So you have to pick up on what people say. A lot of times people don't listen to what people say. They listen to reply. And that's what Lexy did, okay? And it kind of proved the point that he made originally. So in the beginning of the video, Alexx states that obviously, you know, when he first saw her...
Black and successful.
I love it. I love it.
Oriented and driven. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Huh. You have this mysterious Queen Sheba, you know what I'm saying, come to me type of look, you know what I'm saying?
Men are not intimidated necessarily by your money, by your degrees, by your job, or even by the physical things. Basically, they're not intimidated by the physical things. But what we are intimidated by is competition. You have to understand, as a male, we're already in competition with other males. We don't want to come to a relationship we're in competition with. And I feel this is where intimidation comes in, because now let's just go on the case of what Lexy was saying.
It wasn't just the makeup. It is the confidence that I walk with. It is that them knowing that I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor because I worked my ass off for 10 years in school. And I'm not going to stop being who I am for no man.
He was saying that, that, you know, she's got her PhD. And, you know, she's worked hard for this 10 years. I want to let you know that what Lexy did was incorrect, because she's wearing her PhD on her front. Never wear your PhD on the front of you. Understand that a lot of men will not buy into that, because the funny thing is, men are very good at calling bullshit. So she was claiming as being that she's being very confident. We don't see it as that. We call it arrogance. And so when we see arrogance, we don't like it. Someone made a quote, I think someone commented in their YouTube comments, and I agreed with it. It was like saying that, you know, self-confidence, untamed, no man wants it. When it's self-confidence and it's untameable, no man wants it. What does that mean? That doesn't mean that you can't be confident in what you've done. That doesn't mean you can't rejoice in what you've done. That doesn't mean you have to play down what you've done. It's the way you showcase that PhD, the way you showcase that intelligence, the way you showcase your finances, the way you showcase who you are, right? Men want a woman that is submissive, and submissive not in the way that you guys understand it to be negative, but in the way to say that, look, I don't want competition. I don't want competition. My yay is different to your yay. Dripping in salsa, drip, drip, so saucy. Listen, me and you are different, you understand? And the moment that I find that I'm in competition with you because you're trying to compete with me on a masculine level, we got a problem. What am I saying? A lot of females, the reason why you become intimidating is because you become like a man. It's like you've got masculine energy everywhere. You've lost all sense of femininity and become masculine in your energy. What does that mean? That means the way you talk, the way you move, the way you hold yourself, the way that even you first approach, very territorial, masculine, trying to show that I've done it before. And do you know what the thing is? I'm not even cussing Lexy, because I'm understanding that a lot of females have had to go through fights and battles to get to a certain level, just to match certain men.
For 10 years in school.
You understand? So what that does to a female's mind is that they become very combative. They become very battle ready. They become ready to war at any moment, because they've had to do that to get just to get at an equal level with males. So I understand the mindset. I understand that. But a lot of men want a woman that's soft. When I say soft, I mean in the way that she does things, in the way that she approaches things. If you're coming to me the same kind of energy, yeah, boom, 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 the same energy that I'm bringing as a male, talking about energy, bringing the way I'm bringing it, we're gonna have a problem. You're trying to compete with me, not compliment me.
And sometimes when I ask guys that are not interested in me, what do you think, why do you think this is? And they say, well, guys are maybe intimidated or they feel something or whatever. My thing is, this is who I am.
Listen to what I said. Don't compete with me, compliment me. Do you understand? The same way I'm not going to compete with you, I'm going to compliment you. Deep it. Do you understand? We don't want competition. The moment there's competition, this is why males feel intimidated. You may say, the reason why males feel intimidated is because we've got an ego. And the ego does not like being trumped. Let's put it out there. So you're going to find that, okay, a woman might have degrees, she may have like £1 million in the bank, etc., etc. But the moment she tries to compete with the males, you're no longer interested. It's nice that you got a PhD, it's nice you got a great job, it's nice you got money in the bank, but you're no longer on my list. You now become intimidated. Why? Because you've become like a male. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to relationships, you have to understand the reason why some women are intimidating to a lot of men. It's not because you're buff. It's not because you're buff. Nah, sorry. That one where you're buff, yes, it's a certain intimidation. But notice that even a lot of buff girls, I don't say a lot of buff girls, but no, let's take Lexy for example from the show. That she was very pretty, black woman that is so. I mean, she looked good. But the guard is up. And the guard is up, and that means only dogs are jumping over that fence.
It makes sense because everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Right.
So basically, you saw a confident woman, you saw a beautiful woman, but you weren't attracted to her because she's too confident and she gives off the persona of she's the queen. You know, that was very offensive.
Deep it. Because your guard is so high, only dogs are going over that fence. So what's going to happen? The dogs who are coming there are going to foul the place. They're going to destroy the yard. Why? Because they're dogs. You understand? So when you're dating men and you're asking why do I keep getting the same men, because you got a guard up that the other guys who are cool don't want to be around. And she said it herself. She said, "Oh, I've asked nice guys why," and they said she's intimidated.
And sometimes when I ask guys that are not interested in me, what do you think? Why do you think this is? And they say, well, guys are maybe intimidated or they feel something or whatever.
You're intimidating, and you know you're intimidating. Why are you not fixing it? But instead, you're saying this is how I am. Well, if this is how you are, you may still be lonely for a long time. You have to deep it. There's a game to play here. There's a game to play. As a female, there's a game to play. Now, there is going to be other men who are going to want to just take the back seat and don't care about, I don't want to say alpha male, that won't really mind about, they want to take a back seat, basically. You can lead if you want to lead. But the moment you try to lead alongside a man, we're going to have competition. And us men don't like competition. I personally do not like competition. Do not try to take my leadership role. Just don't do it. I don't care if you earn more money than me. I've said it. Have a better job than me. It doesn't really bother me anymore. But how do you use that? How's your attitude when you've got more money? How's your attitude when you've got a better job? How's your attitude when now you've got a PhD? See how Lexy was? When Alexx had said something to her, yeah, right? When Alexx had spoken to her, she was instantly ready with an answer.
Should I check myself before I go talk to her? You were so diva-like that you couldn't see nobody else, and that's how I felt. That makes sense?
Yes. I mean, it makes sense because everybody's entitled.
Instead of her to take on what he said, he didn't even cuss her, he didn't insult her, he just said, listen, I just feel like you've got a lot of makeup going on, a lot of this eccentric stuff going on right now, and I'm just trying to get to know who you are. Like, when I wasn't sure how I was going to approach, I didn't even know if you liked me, that's what he said. And she was like, and as soon as he finished, well, you know, and rattled off straight back at him. What does that show me? That you're instantly combative. You don't listen. You're straight for the jugular. We don't want someone who's going to compete with us. We want someone who's going to compliment us. That's why you're still in the same position. When you notice that video, a little clip that we watch, it was interesting because Lexy, because there was two comparisons in the way they reacted to the criticism. So when Alexx first critiqued Lexy, she instantly replied. It may be the way they edited it, the way they cut it, but when Lexy then obviously hit back, we see Alexx taking a minute or two just to deep what she's saying. Like,
Just gonna be honest with you.
It's hard to let a woman know what you're really truly thinking.
He's shocked because I think the comeback was a bit raw, but he's like, okay, cool. He keeps quiet. He's listening. Because somebody who's wise listens before they speak. Unfortunately, Lexy was going with emotion, so she replied straight away to his response. If anything, she could have actually won him over right there and then by saying, do you know what? Okay, I hear what you're saying, but there's just a lot of layers to me because of this. And see, instantly by doing that, because you have to first understand, he said wasn't looking to even approach because of the way she was going on. But he's approached now. So now when I've approached, I've overcome the first barrier. Don't give me a second barrier. And a lot of women do that. They intimidate, then give you the second barrier by giving you energy, vibranium energy. you know what I'm saying, tough back energy. And it's like, look, I'm trying to get to know you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand the first wall. I got past the first wall. Second wall now is you just have to explain yourself. Why are you the way you are? Look, I'm tough like this because so-and-so has happened in my life. Don't have to even go deep. So-and-so has happened in my life. So that's why I'm very guarded when it comes to men. Then now I'm like, oh, do you know what? Mad. I didn't even realize that. My bad. My bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense now. But Lexy was not doing that. She was not doing that at all. And she replied instantly. And even at the end of the video, you kind of see where it's not confidence. This is what I'm saying. See, confidence is something that's beautiful. Confidence is not cocky. It's not arrogant. It's not overbearing. It's not peacock feathers being shined out. And I feel like that's what Lexy was doing. She was shining her feathers because at the end of the video, she's like, you know, I worked hard to get my PhD and no man's going to tell me how to And it's like, yo.
It isn't just the makeup. It is the confidence that I walk with. It is that them knowing that I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor because I worked my ass off for 10 years in school. And I'm not going to stop being who I am for no man. When God wants the right person to come, he'll come. And he'll appreciate me for who I am.
You didn't listen to a word my man said. Even your roundup, you say, no, you saw a confident black woman who's smart and educated, and became intimidated. It's like, yo, B, see, that's the first thing. If I never knew you had an education, I never knew you had a PhD, I never knew you had any of those things, I was intimidated before I saw you. Deep what he said, I was intimidated before I saw you, which means the energy you're giving off is masculine. It's not feminine, it's masculine. And so I can't do that as a male. We don't want to, heterosexual males don't date heterosexual males. You understand? We date females. So if you're bringing a masculine energy, I don't want you. Deep it. That's why certain men are intimidated by you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But listen, look out for my next video. I don't want to talk too long. Look out for my next video on, God damn, man. Look out for my next video, guys. I'll do a second one. I'll release it the same day. I don't want to keep it too long. But yeah, guys, stay deuce and stay heavenly blessed. You get me? Yeah, get different to your yay. Dripping in sauce and drip, drip, so say. I want to know.